So a lot of the staking trends and challenges today on new blockchains, the trends have been, we've seen a lot of movement from, since the last cycle, from general purpose like layer one blockchains and staking on those to purpose specific blockchains, and some things that look a little weird like restaking and staking assets aren't necessarily proof of stake assets. And ETH and Sol have been like the two big ones that have been popular for the last couple of years and actually remain to be extremely popular. And our responsibility at Figment is actually to make sure that it's very easy to stake on all these new chains, whether it's ETH and Sol or if it's some of these new staking initiatives like restaking. And so some of the challenges that come with that, the first thing, like before you even start staking, a lot of these institutions want to understand what does it mean when they actually stake on these blockchains? What kind of a staking transaction has to be created? What does it mean to actually stake? How long do the funds have to be locked up for? What are the reward rates on these different chains? How do rewards accrue? The answers to a lot of these questions have implications both on the technical side in terms of like how you implement a staking solution, to things like tax implications, like how are you actually receiving those rewards? Are they compounding? Are they not? Do you have to claim them? So a lot of operational matters also do depend on those answers. And so when we are really working with a lot of those institutions to help them understand that, it takes a lot of time, especially on these new networks. There's sparse documentation. They're generally new teams that are trying to focus on actually building their product as opposed to, just keeping people informed. So there's a lot of navigating some chaos that's involved in that, but we're usually working a lot, putting a lot of effort in with our partners to make sure that works. But let's say we've gotten past the knowledge part and the institution knows what to staking or what it means to actually stake in this network. They have to first choose a custodian that supports that blockchain, which can be very challenging at times when it is brand new. And that custodian also has to make sure that they're supporting all of these features that they need to actually provide a good user experience. So things like reporting and things like actually creating like an unstaking and staking interface that gives you visibility into the things that you're actually participating in. And that's not always easy. It's there's generally not a lot of overlap in the asset support for a lot of these service providers, whether it's on the custodian side or the staking provider side like Figment or on like data providers. And so those are some of the challenges that we see today. I think some of those things are not things that will be solved in the near-term future. I think everybody's going to have a hard time navigating the sea of startups that's in crypto, but it's definitely a lot more prevalent on these newer blockchains. So I guess to recap, we're seeing a change from just general purpose layer one blockchains to more purpose specific blockchains like data availability and DePIN things like and DeFi apps like that. And weird things like restaking, Bitcoin staking, stablecoin staking. So those are the trends, and the challenges are finding the people to the right service providers to provide the service for all those different things.